Is this thing on? So you're wanting me to tell my story? Well, where do I begin? So I grew up in California. Me and my family, we went to church a few times. We were super busy. Me and my sister were competitive dancers. Our weekends were filled with so many events that we didn't really make church a priority. When I met my husband, he was stationed in California. We got engaged, married, and pregnant, all within a year of meeting each other. You're probably thinking that's crazy, and it is, but that's just our story. 2 months after I found out I was pregnant, we actually found out that my husband was getting deployed. Then he missed the birth of his firstborn child, and that was so hard for us. Then he got to come home, he met his son, and we got word that we were moving to Hutchinson, Minnesota. We honestly didn't know where that was. When we got to Hutchinson, we honestly thought these people are crazy for living somewhere where it's so cold. And the first year of our lives here, we had no friends. We didn't have any family around here, and we didn't go to church. It just wasn't on our priority list at all. You guys have so many churches here. I'm not sure why we didn't go, but we got invited to Crosspoint, so we decided to give it a try. Well, we went to Crosspoint and we thought, well, this is cool, but we really weren't church people. So we started coming to church more often, but we would just come in, listen, then leave, go home. We didn't really want to get plugged in or involved because we didn't want to make connections if we knew we weren't going to be here forever. About a year after that, we decided to volunteer in the nursery. And honestly, it was more my decision than my husband's. And honestly, I think that was the first time in my life that I thought, wow, I think God might be doing something for us. It's kind of crazy to think that when we started to get more plugged in, volunteering, going to church more, we grew closer to God, but we also grew closer in our marriage as well. We went from not going to church at all for a year, then just coming to church to attend. And then we decided to start volunteering and really creating that community. And it's crazy and so amazing to be obedient to what God has truly laid out in our life. So I decided to volunteer more. I work in the nursery on Tuesday mornings. I do Journey Kids on Wednesday. And one morning, Brad came up to me and said, hey, how do you feel about talking on stage? And to be honest, I almost laughed in his face because that is something I actually would never do. At least that's what I thought. I went home and I talked to my husband, and he honestly was like, why not? Just go try it. So since I was obedient and I literally surrendered all of my insecurities to God, I went on that stage and I did something I have never done before. I think I would call this last year of my life obedient, because I really do think that God has laid out this plan for us and has laid something out for the future that we are so thankful for. Recently, my husband got a job offer, and this is something that we've been praying about for a very long time. And since we've been obedient and surrendered to God, I believe that Crosspoint has set us up for success, and we are so thankful for Crosspoint and the community that we have had here. We are going to take so much of that with us to our new church. And I will promise you guys that we will not wait a whole year to find a new church this time. I think God has truly called us in a way that we never thought we would. And I think it's really just time to surrender to Him and just surrender.